Hello, you. Yes, you. This is Usayome Sale from Ways Prime Time. Now, we appreciate your continued support for watching our content, following us across all our social media. But we've noticed, for those of you watching us on YouTube, 88.5% of you who watch our content aren't subscribed to our channel. Why? Now, if you are enjoying our content, you enjoy our shows, and you want to stay updated on all things Ways, it's time to hit that subscribe button below. Now, subscribing isn't just for you. It's for the growth of our channel. It helps us get bigger and better. With your support, we can continue to bring even more intriguing and exciting content. How about you subscribing right now and being a part of our community?
Hello, good morning to you from wherever you're watching us from. This is West Breakfast, hashtag what are you saying? And we are glad you could join us this morning for what promises to be a very, very relatable episode of West Breakfast. Whether you're a regular listener or you're tuning in for the first time, thank you very much for joining us. We're here to bring you valuable insight and practical tips in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere. As always, we bring in expert guests to help contribute their expert views to the conversation for each day. My name is Omotoshola Sharimaki, and I'm not here alone. I'm saying welcome to the show. And of course, I came with my ladies. Hello, ladies. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How are you?
morning,
I'm doing
Omotoshola.
well. Why do you look like a basketballer to me? I mean, the head,
Because
the jacket.
I saw the topic. It's talking about gym membership, fitness, wellness, and I thought I have to represent. Today is not a weekday.
It takes
because
only Rema to
after
see
now,
that thing you saw.
I'm going to, go and keep fit. So
Interesting. After now.
yes, after now.
Interesting. God's beauty. How are you doing? Good morning.
I'm excellent. How are you?
Doing
She's
pretty well.
excellent.
Excellent.
That's a different kind of answer. You don't get to hear that every time.
Good.
Excellent.
How is your morning coming on though? It's Wednesday. I mean, this September is not coming to play. Before we say Jack, the day is up. Before we say Jack, we're already in 27. Wow. Are
Don't
you
say
are
Jack,
you
we're
ladies
saying
excited
Happy New
because
Year.
we're already in the Ember months? October, November, December, and 2025. Gosh.
I won't call it excitement. Neither would I call it pressure. I'm just looking at it, and I'm careful again to realize that time is really not something you can control. I can literally remember when we shouted Happy New Year. I can remember how January started, and now 2024 is going.
Speaking of the time, I feel like everybody around me is getting married. And in my, I'm like, I thought we were children.
That's why.
I thought we were just growing up. Which year did we finish? It's not even up to 10 years or even 7 years. Okay, let's just say it's like, it's already getting
Let's
close
not
to
visit
5.
that topic, because if I tell you how many of my when I say mates now, I don't want to use the word mates because it
They are
sounds somehow,
mates.
but people in
that
my
you grew
peer
up
group
together.
getting married. I'm wondering, wow, we're really growing.
Yeah, we are. And
We
it's really
are
scary.
growing. It's not
like,
scary,
is
it's
it scary?
exciting.
Exciting.
Yes.
We're
What is
supposed to still
scary
be
to
teenagers.
her?
Well,
Kenny.
going by our body.
Okay.
We're meant to be teenagers, enjoying life, still taking money from home, but then we're the ones sending home.
We're sending home, trying to do
Such is
something for
life.
ourselves in this life.
What a sweet country. But then what I'll be saying this morning is whatever situation you find yourself, please and please do not compare yourself with anyone.
Yeah.
You are you, you're special, you're beautiful, you are handsome, and trust me when I say you're doing excellently well. Yes, please. Now, if you're here to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because at Official Upgrade TV, please click the subscribe button now. Like and share the link to family and friends, if not for any reason, for today's conversation. Today's conversation promises to be very, very practical. Right now, today's conversation will be focusing on how to stay fit without a gym membership. We all know that gym membership is always very pricey because it comes with gym, it comes with instructor, it comes with the outfit to wear to gym itself, it comes with the supplements, the fruit. When you calculate everything together in this tipping era, trust me, it's very pricey. But this morning we'll be educating you on how to stay fit and healthy without doing all of these things. All you need to do is to ensure you stay with us to the end of this program. So right now we are going to take this quick break, and when we return, we are jumping straight into the headlines across the globe. Please be on standby. It's a pleasure to have you join us this morning. This is still West Breakfast, as Tagoda you say. Now let's take a look at the news from the pages of today's newspaper. And today we will be reviewing the Vanguard newspaper, the Punch newspaper, and of course the New York Times newspaper. And I will be starting from the Vanguard newspaper, where the major headline screams unemployment up by 5.3% as CBN hikes interest rate to 27.25%. I mean, it cannot be badder. It cannot be worse. I'm not going to use that English. There's little or no difference. This is like quarter of the salary, the loan you took from a bank. So adding, you having to pay like quarter of the exact loan back. In no time, the interest rate would have been increased rather to 50%. And by then, Nigeria will be competing with the likes of DR Congo, with the likes of Libya, or all these downtrodden African countries. And I think by then we've gotten to the climax. I just hope it does not happen because it's scary, very, very scary. So the next headline I like to touch on is the top headline, which says, amidst rising poverty, money supply increases by 62% to 107 trillion naira. The next one says, federal government welcomes ombudsman ruling over Daily Trust inaccurate report of Samoa agreement. 2 million security personnel can protect over 200 million Nigerians, says the Coalition of Security, that's UAS. The next one says, Tinubu rejects bill seeking to raise retirement age of National Assembly staff. Away from that, I go to the side corner of the major headline. It reads, this is on the World Cup, the game going on in Unilag at the moment, which says U.S. Chamber of Yunga, U.S. Okay, that was a wrong story. The one I'll be taking out is on Yunga, which says U.S. Chamber of Commerce vote $320 million for mortgage financing SMEs others in Nigeria. Denying ties with banditry by swearing on the Quran, Matawale challenges Safara Governor Jen Gusau. The next one reads, reaction trails Dangote's call for petrol subsidy removal. The bottom corner reads, Edo polls why INEC must probe officials involved in rigging, says Yaga Africa. Inflation, others have tested society's fabric, says Senate. And on sport, why I can't buy Arsenal again, says Dangote. And the story that piqued my interest was the one I spoke about the other time on the increment of the interest rate. And of course, the one I also like to touch on quickly is from the North, which says, denying ties with banditry by swearing on a Quran. Matawale challenges Zamfara governor. And this is, I mean, for a governor or a former governor to come out to tell a sitting governor to swear on the Quran, to deny your ties with banditry, it means there are facts, there are evidence, or if not facts, if not evidence, there are some dots that he have connected to see that, okay, we can trace banditry in the North to this particular governor. And it begs the question, why are our governor the sponsors of banditry, of insecurity challenges in Nigeria? Like the late Sonny Abacha said, if insecurity in a country extend more than 24 hours, some bodies have a hand in it, which means the money collected, allocated monthly, yearly for insecurity challenges in the country is actually going to some people's pockets. I'm trying to remember, what do they collect now? When they kidnap someone, what did they collect? Ransom. Thank you. The ransom they collect every time, the allocation, the ransom is being splitted to parts. Some parts are going to the sponsors, which in quotes are our leaders. Because now they are saying swear with the Quran. I know in Nigeria we do not swear. Okay, we swear with Quran and Bible, even in the court of law.
Yeah.
So if you really want to prove your innocence, okay, I don't want to say Allah is very slow to judgment, unlike our traditional gods of iron, of thunder, and all of that. But for someone to come out to say swear with Quran, if you know that you have no hand in it. No, he did not swear. Okay. I mean, he did not swear. Even if he swore,
what will happen?
It will take time for Kama to catch up.
I beg you.
Let's take a look at the
This is literally just catching cruise with us, and we are here literally having this conversation.
Nigeria, my country. Anyway, October 1 is around the corner with our Ashoebi, national Ashoebi, engraved
symbol of unity.
Scenery.
Symbol of unity.
That's enough. Please, let's go to the punch.
And I hope you don't find bad news.
Even though I'm smiling,
No, I have
I'm so
something-
pissed. I swear.
I have
But go
something
on.
good on the punch. That's if your definition of good is going to align with mine. But
Let's
let's
go
see.
What's on it?
The major headline reads subsidy. Federal government may spend 236 billion naira monthly on imported Dangote petrol. Marketers, others back Dangote on subsidy removal. MEMAN lift over 50 million liters of Dangote petrol. All right, we also see new interest rates may worsen bad loans. Kanu court drama as judge steps down. Federal government explains minimum wage July 29 back pay. And Lagos man jailed 8 years for child molestation. Work begins on federal government's 2025 budget. Above that, we see the UNGA 79, not like your UNGA, but UNGA, I guess. Tinubu seeks debt forgiveness for Nigeria. Though APC dismisses poll fraud, police recover stolen beavers. And CBN banks sell $9 billion as Naira weakens to $1,670. Banditry, Zamfara governor reports defense minister to NSA. So I said something looks a bit positive, unlike the regular thing we always see on our Nigerian headline stories. So this one is about the UNGA stuff that I always pronounce as UNGA. It says Tinubu seeks debt forgiveness for Nigeria. Now let me read this story. It's quite interesting. President Bola Tinubu has called on world leaders to prioritize debt forgiveness for Nigeria and other developing countries from creditors and multilateral financial institutions. The president also asked the United Nations to commit to multilateralism by deepening relations among member states in line with the principles of inclusivity, equality, and cooperation. Now, let me explain what it means. The key point here is that developing nations like Nigeria are struggling because they owe a lot of money, and we understand that. And with some form of debt relief, they can't focus on important issues like improving their economies and providing for their people. So Tinubu is calling for a global push to make things fairer for this nation. So when I read the story, I wanted to not look at it on the national level. Like, let's even look at it like individually. If you owe somebody and it has gotten to this place, you know that if I pay you this money, I probably not have what I would use to take care of other needs, and then you're pleading for relief. You know, if it's on individual basis, you might really try to understand, okay, this is the reason why I'm going to be pleading for this. But then this is our nation, and our president comes up to plead for debt relief and gives us different reasons. Now, I do not know whether the plead is now strong reason enough for them to grant us that debt relief. You know how much of debt we owe. I mean, recently, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, we read in the news again that some governors had gone to take more loans. So even if we are granted this debt relief, are we not going to still have a recurring pattern of still getting loans? How many relief will they grant us if they even want to grant us? And what conditions will be put in place? Because you're talking money here. So if you are granted a relief, even though you're not paying the money, there will be other conditions that are expected to be met. So all of this, you know, looking at the whole story, deep down in my heart, I wish they grant us the relief so that maybe we can concentrate. We can now see reasons. We can now hold the president. Okay, this debt is no longer the problem now.
Just we've sorted it and we are suffering.
We've sorted this one now. Now let's focus on other things. Hopefully, it might work out.
Let's take a look at the New York Times because of our time.
All right, so quick one, please. All right, the New York Times newspaper. But the left side of the newspaper, we have Trump ahead in 3 key states across Sun Belt. Poll reports an edge in area loss in 2020. But the right side of the newspaper, hundreds are killed in Lebanon in attacks by Israel on Hezbollah. All right, bottom of the newspaper, Grand Old Party suggests United Ties aided China's military. Next to that, inquiry of NY mayor said to involve 6 countries. Next to that as well, which is the last headline on the newspaper, has hidden in organic farms, soy, surge of forever chemicals. So let me just give a bit of updates on, you know, what's going on with the upcoming election in the United States. And we have here voters in the Sun Belt expressed that Donald J. Trump improved their lives during his presidency, raising concerns about a potential Kamala Harris administration. Recent polls show Trump leading in Arizona and Georgia, states states he lost in 2020, while Harris chose him narrowly in North Carolina. Conducted between September 17 to that of 21st. Now, this polls indicates a highly competitive presidential race in this battleground state, with Arizona posing a significant challenge for the Harris campaign as Trump leads 50%, while Harris is on 45%. So this is just giving updates that okay, from the Sun Belt states are actually with Trump, you know. So they are coming out to say that during the time where Trump was, you know, the president, they actually gained more. There was a bit of advantage on their own side. So they don't see any reason why they're not going to vote for him in this oncoming election. So let's just see how it looks like. I mean, the fact that he's now in those states now, in the Sun Belt states, he's heading with 50%, while Harris is heading with 45%. So that's all I have for you on the New York Times.
All right, thank you very much. Let's take a break. When we return from this break, our guest joins us virtually to help dissect this conversation with us. Be with us. We'll be back in a moment. You're welcome back to the show, and thank you very much for staying with us as we dive into today's important discussion. Today, Wednesdays, as always, is where we get to talk about fitness, mental health, and everything related to our mental and physical well-being. And of course, we love to hear what you think. We'll open our phone lines much later, and we look forward to learning from your own contributions. So today, we will be discussing the topic: how to stay fit without a gym membership. So we've heard the excuse, I can't stay fit because I don't have a gym membership. We've heard the excuse, I can't stay fit because I don't have the money to pay for it. Oh, I don't have the strength and everything. But today, we are going to show you how far that is true. We're going to explore how fitness is not just about fancy equipment or gym access, but about commitment, creativity, and using what you already have. Whether it's utilizing your own body weight, taking advantage of great outdoors, or turning everyday household items into workout tools. And joining us to have this conversation is a fitness instructor, a bodybuilder who is all about breaking barriers to fitness with a passion for guiding people towards healthier lifestyles. He has helped individuals discover the power of self-motivation and creativity in exercise. Let's welcome virtually the person of Adetula Solomon. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for having me here. Good morning.
Thank you. So before we jump into the conversation, I will start to dissect the conversation. I'd like to ask you, how did you find yourself in this position? How did you start being a gym enthusiast before you got to the level of being a bodybuilder and a fitness instructor? So what was the first step for you? Did it start as a hobby? Did it start as something you've always wanted to do? Put us on it.
Good morning. Let me start. My name is Adetula Solomon. And me finding myself into fitness, it's a really funny thing because I could remember some years back when I had so many challenges, and then I was even thinking, like, okay, it seems I'm sick of this. But then I realized that it's lack of exercise. When you lack of exercise, we say lack of exercise is a friend with diseases and sickness. Then it got to a stage I create interest in it, and I was like, I just need to get this done. Then I start it within myself, and with time I fall in love with it, and it keep going, 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 going with that. I create passion for it, and then I say, oh, the way I'm able to help myself out, I can also help other people out of this. We have so many people facing challenges like with their health. Even many people go to the hospitals when they know because they don't know fitness can actually take them out of this burden. You understand?
Yes,
But
please.
many people they don't just know that. So I think I'm here today to enlighten people more about it. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Solomon. I mean, that was an interesting start. You were self-motivated and you understood that. I love what he said. He said, fitness, he said something around fitness, body, lack of fitness, yes.
Treats to something
Yes.
diseases.
He
Yes.
said, oh God, I mean, I love that. So let's
I
start.
said lack of fitness is a friend with disease and sickness.
God.
That's
When
some
you
lines
lack
there.
fitness, when you lack working out, you are actually calling sickness and diseases
Diseases.
into your life. For real, that's just the fact. That's the fact.
That's true, to be honest. I mean, it's very normal for us to take walks in a day, try to work out. Even if you cannot go to the gym to do the physical jogging, just try to do one or two exercises to stay fit. So now we are going to
Yes.
start. What are the first steps someone can take today to start their fitness journey at home?
Um, the first step you need to take about fitness is creating interest in it. So many people they are not motivated. Even in our normal life routine, you need to create interest in something before you do it. You can't force yourself, nobody can force you, but you just need to create interest in it, like you fall in love with it. So the first step you need to do, that's it. Loving it, creating it, and having passion that I want to do this. So after you fall in love with it, you create interest and you understand the reason why you need to do it. Then I think with that, there's not with that you are good to go. You are good to go. That's it. You need to create interest in it. That's the first step.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Solomon. Let us address the topic because I find it very interesting. It says how to stay fit without gym membership. And we know the order of the day in our society. Everybody wants to be in a gym. Everybody wants to be, to wear their fitness clothes. In fact, I even heard recently that some gym attires are quite expensive, like more
Very,
expensive.
very, very. They are
Interesting.
very, very.
More expensive than regular attire. So it's almost like like an aesthetic thing. People just want to go to the gym, carry fancy bottles, meet their future partner in the gym and all of that. So it has become the order of the day. And that's like a motivation for some people to keep fit and work out and be
Yes,
healthy.
yes, yes.
But then, if we are not supposed to look at just the gym area and to incorporate or, integrate your house as well as a gym area where you can also keep fit, the question now will be about motivation. Because it's easier to, will I say it's easier to sustain motivation and have a bit of discipline when you pay to go to the gym and it's a 1 month thing and you know how much you paid and you probably have made friends at that gym center. You always like to see them every morning. You always like to pick up your clothes. Just step out of your house. That feel of getting ready makes you become a bit disciplined. But if you're not trying to do this at home, I'm wondering, what's going to be the place of discipline and motivation? I feel like it's going to dwindle a bit. Do you understand what I'm saying? So how do I still
Yeah.
stay motivated and disciplined? Because keeping fit is about discipline. It's not just starting in one day. I have done a lot of keeping fit in this life that I never finished. I remember one time my friends and I, we got this smart and we're doing yoga and all that. It didn't last 2 weeks. But I'm thinking if we were probably in a gym, I would have stayed longer because my money is counting. So how do I, put in discipline as well with motivation if I'm going to incorporate gym in my house?
Okay, thank you. You saying if probably you're able to pay money at the gym, that you'll be able to go more.
Yes, I
Let
think
me
so.
tell you, fitness is more about self-interest. Self-interest. So you pay money at the gym doesn't predict you keep going. So I said it earlier, you just need to fall in love with it. And starting a gym at home, once you fall in love with it and you have reasons why you're doing it, then you motivate yourself, and it's not even about being going to the gym now. If you go to gym, it's not guaranteed that you will get what you really want. But staying at home, staying fit, and I even think for a beginner, it's more important you start something. You start it at home before you now move to the gym. Because without starting it somewhere, you need to start somewhere. Without starting it somewhere, you can. And now, let's say gymming now, going to gym, there are so many barriers that embark it, sometimes about the payment, sometimes even time. So once you have your own personal time, you can just do it at your comfort of at your home.
Yeah.
But the basic thing is falling in love with it. And once you fall in love with it, you develop more interest and you go, and that's it. That's it. So you just have to fall in love with it. That it doesn't matter you registering at the gym or you doing it at home. If you don't love what you're doing, you can't get there. You can't get there. And gym is a very let me say, it's a very longer thing you have to do, and you have to even add it to your own role of life. And being fit at home now, you also need to create a routine. Fitness without routine is nothing. So once you create a routine that, okay, this is my aim and I'm ready to pay the sacrifice, you list them out. This is my aim. I'm ready to pay the sacrifice, because gymming, working out come with sacrifice. Without you sacrificing yourself, there are a lot of pains there. There are a lot of challenges, like you face a sore muscle. You sometimes you feel even body pain. But if you are ready, like, no, I'm doing that, I'm not going back. So that's it. You just have to motivate yourself that you are not going back. So there's not much magic about it.
All right. Thank you so much, Solomon. So I hear you with when you say that. I mean, you need to have passion. You need to fall in love with, working out for you to continue doing it and all of that. So let's talk about the tools, the equipment, the apps that we can actually use. I mean, it's one thing to say, oh, we can actually work out, from the house. But what do I do, right? The fact that I don't even have someone to train me, the fact that, I mean, one of the reasons why people do like workouts in their houses is because they probably don't have enough money to be paying for, to enroll in, in gym and all of these things. Some is the time, right? So now that, okay, I'm trying to create a little time for myself to work out, what apps do I use? Because I hear that, there are apps that you can follow that tell you to do a particular style or something and how you should jump and the numbers and all of that. You talked about routine. So I would just want you, to tell us what tools, because, I mean, I think that would help me a lot. And also our viewers out there that probably don't have enough time like me, to just work out with the little resources that we have in the house. So what equipment do you think I should have? What tools do you think I should get? And what apps do you think I should also, have on my phone to help me work out well?
When we talk about the equipment you need at home, we don't really need much equipment at home.
Oh,
Once
okay.
you have a mat, yoga mat, or even if you don't have a mat, if you just have a clean place that you can just lay your back and just a space, because sometimes again getting a mat, all these fitness equipment are very expensive, and I
Expensive.
will always tell people, never you just find that as an excuse that, oh, because I don't have money to buy equipment. That's why I'm not working out. Just find a very clean place and you can just start with there. And but if you're able to buy equipment, you can still buy lesser one, like getting a mat, and also maybe you are able to get dumbbells. With me, sometimes I don't go to gym. I've been in gym now, like the last time I was in gym is over 2 weeks now. But I do my workout at home with the help of my dumbbells and my mat, once I know what to do. And when we talk about apps, there are several apps online, on the Play Store, on the Apple Store, there are several apps you can download. Like, I think I can remember one, Daily Fitness. Yeah, Daily Fitness. You can download that, it plays you on a routine, then you'll be able to list, okay, I will be able to work out 20 minutes ago. Then it plays you on programs you need to do for that 20 minutes. And also, social media is even more good for that. You can follow people on Instagrams, on YouTube's. You see many instructors. They place you on routine. You can just go to Google. Um, um, workouts I can do at home. Then we have so many workouts you can do at home. We have jumping jacks, we have push-ups, and that will also help you to get your fitness goal. It will actually help you even without any equipment, but only if you're a bodybuilder. When we talk about bodybuilders now, bodybuilders need heavy weight to build their muscle. You need heavy weight. You need to build your strength. That is when you not have to go to the gym. But you wanting yourself to be fit, you can start with doing push-ups, doing jumping jacks, and you place yourself. And something about workout, you just doing. Sometimes when I get to the gym, I see so many people. They'll do this workout, this. They'll do different workouts. I'll just see them. Sometimes I will laugh. That something about workout, you need to make plans. Okay, this I'm going 10 sets, 15 reps. So you count that, you discipline yourself. Even that discipline alone, it creates, it gives you a mental, like a mental building. Like it builds you mentally, you are on a routine. This is what I'm doing. I must finish it, and that's it. But you just doing this. And something about workout to you need to have it in mind that I'm going to finish it, because definitely you will get tired. You get tired when it got to a point, but you just have to be like, no, I'm doing it. It's something you just have to have a personal conviction within you that this thing I must do it. So without that, you cannot. And at home, you don't need any equipment. You don't even need anything. Just count yourself. Maybe I'm starting this morning, I'm doing 20 push-ups. The next morning, you can just increase it. You move from even if you can't do 20 push-ups, you move from the lower to the highest. That is how fitness is. You move from the lower to the, like today you start with 20 push-ups, 20 jumping jack, 20 squatting. Tomorrow you can just start with 25. Then with that, you see you getting it, and little workout counts. Then you add to your body, you add to your physique and everything. So that's it. You don't need any equipment. With the help of your phone, social media, follow instructors, and discipline yourself, you are good to go.
Thank you very much, Solomon. I'm loving this conversation so far. So basically now I can start working out from my home without needing the bicycle and all of those treadmill and all of that. So now let's talk about timing, because everybody now has to do more than one work. I mean, apart from the normal 9 to 5, there are gigs that we have to take. There are other things that keeps us busy. At times we even wake up from the wrong side of the bed that we are not motivated to do anything, which I think is normal. So now, speaking of this busy lifestyle and we're trying to exercise, I know with exercise we have supplements. You have to take supplements. You have to eat fruit. You have to know the right type of things. You cannot be working out to lose weight and you're still taking food that has lots of calories, or you're still taking fried stuff.
Yes.
It's as good as you're losing it this morning, you are getting it the next few minutes, right? So now, how do we balance our busy lifestyle with exercise, with the type of follow-ups to do? I mean, speaking of the food, the diet, exactly. Let me use the word diet to balance up. And must we work out every day? Can I be working out because of my busy schedule? Can I be working out maybe 3 times a week? Can I be doing it only on Saturdays? Like, how do we stay consistent with our busy lifestyle?
That is where your routine comes in.
Okay.
When we talk about how you're going to work out, um, for a beginner, even for everybody, at least you need to work out 3 times, at least 3 times in a week. So, and even if it's 20 minutes, you're able to create 20 minutes you're able to create in your day, I think is okay for a workout once you're able to do something. I said it earlier that little workout counts. So it's once you are able to, manage yourself, it's all about management. And there's not a specific time for working out. You can work out anytime you have the chance. Even if you are at your workplaces, yes, you can work out. You being at work and you feel like, oh, I've been sitting down for so long. You just decide like, okay, let me do sitting and standing. You sitting down, standing, sitting down, standing. By the time you're able to do it to 50 reps, you see, I'm really sweating. I'm really sweating. Working out is about pushing out, the stress and the sweating out. So, and something about workout too, dieting is very, very important, eating a very good food. And I know in Nigeria now, for you to be on a good diet now, it's very, very difficult. But with the help of little protein in the morning, and for people that are very, very fat, I think what you just need to do is um, to me, I think some years back before I start fitness, I was very, very fat. And the first thing I learned how to do is I control my food intake. It's very, very important. It's not everything you see you put into your mouth. And you run away from drugs and soda. Yes, that is very, soda is any drink that makes cheap. All those drinks. So
Yes,
it's
so
it has much, yes, it has much calories. It has much calories. And that is even what give belly, pot belly. Yes, because once you intake the gas, it put that belly out. So even without working out that much, like maybe 20 minutes in a day, but you are able to control what you eat. You don't eat much calorie food. You are always on protein, and you take fruit a lot, and you eat a lot of fruit, and you drink much water. And in everything, or you have to have enough rest too. You saying I'm very busy, at least I think a standard sleeping in a day is 7 to 9 hours. So at least make that one very, 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 like, always do that. 7 hours, make sure you sleep like that. Or yes, 7 hours is okay. So I
okay,
think that's good. That's good.
okay.
And the food aspect, once you eat proteinous food, they are just okay. And you run from calories food, like even fast food. Fast food are barriers too that affect you being fit. Once you start fitness, you have to run from all this fast food, all these junks, all these sodas, and you take much water and you control your food intake.
Thank
That's
you
just
very
it.
much. I would like to pick one or two things from what you said. For instance, that fruit. What type of fruit should we take? But we have to go on this break. When we come back, we're going to cite relatable examples. Okay, why am I eating lettuce and spinach? Why am I eating apple? Why am I eating at night? Why am I sleeping late? We take these relatable examples so we understand that okay, there are different fitness for different body. I cannot be trying to build my body to have biceps and all of that and be eating a particular type of food or fruit. But right after this break, we'll continue the conversation. Please stay with us. We'll be back shortly. Thank you very much for joining us. We are still speaking with Adetula Solomon, a professional fitness instructor and a bodybuilder. We are still speaking to the conversation how to stay healthy without a gym membership. He has been educating us since morning on what to do and what not to do. And he also talked about taking a fruit, calories, knowing the right food to eat and whatnot. So I will pass it to Oluchi. Yes,
My
please.
question was not going to be around the fruit area. I want you to give us your experience to make it more relatable. So I'll just tell you something that happened when I wanted to start my fitness journey. So I got very discouraged. And what discouraged me was the pain. Do you understand? The pain was just unbearable because I think some people have, what's this thing called? There's this pain tolerance thing that varies amongst people. So some people can endure certain pain and they can still keep pushing, while some, I mean, the slightest of inconvenience, they are giving up. So that is something that I think many people face when it comes to, keeping fit. Because imagine having to do a lot of squats. I remember in secondary school, when we were doing, during PE on Wednesdays and we're squatting on Wednesdays, Thursday, I'm not feeling okay at all. So, this recurrent pain just discourages me and I don't want to even keep fit. So I want you to now use your own experience to tell us how you got over that first stage of pain and, that phase where your body is trying to adapt. How did you get over it to become more consistent? I'm still talking about this consistency thing because that is the key to keeping fit, I truly believe. So tell us your own experience. How did you handle pain when you just started and, you just kept going?
I've said it here also. Fitness, there's no it comes with pains. It actually comes with pains, and the only way to escape that is you not stopping. Once you stop, the pains, once even me as a fitness trainer, if for instance I go off working out for like a week, if I'm coming back the next week doing the same routine I've done before, there's no I must surely face the pain. So for you to skip that, that's the honest truth. The first week of your working out, it's always like hell. Even me, my first week when I started, then I could remember there's no how if your first day in the gym, if you're able to do what your first time working out, if you're able to do what is needed to do, the next morning you will definitely have malaria because that every sickness you have in your body, every sickness you have in your body, the fitness will actually push it out, and there are some hormones in your body that won't be able to adapt to because that is not what you do normally. The hormones will be like, oh, please don't go again, but that is when your motivation will now come in that if I don't go, this pain, and in fitness, pains is constant. The only way to heal it is you going the next morning, doing it the next morning. Because if you don't do it the next morning, even if you take pain, because and also when you're feeling pains, you don't take pain relief. I don't take pain relief, but it's only maybe when the pains are very, 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 very much. So that is when I had advised people, just take pain relief, and you can just massage the place with some balm, or just if you have some ice blocks, you can just rest it on the place, because there are some places when you keep on doing, especially the arm, when you keep on doing something, you put pressure on the arm, it always come with some fatigue, and the next morning you see it is swell up, and in those cases it doesn't go easily. You have to face the pain, but for a beginner I will advise you can just go with some balm, and put some cold ice blocks to release the muscle pull. So that the pain is actually something you need to face, but how to overcome is you going next morning. The more you do it, you're consistent. The more you do it, you feel the pain, you go to the gym or you start the workout the next day, you are able to do something little again. Another day you are able to do something little. Then your body will keep on adapting with it, with that, and then you see you feel no pain. But actually, if you now, fitness come with routine. Then once you change the routine, once you change the routine to another routine, the
Another pain.
pains will actually come back again. But you just have to do it again, because fitness is a gradual processing. You that just start, you can't just compare yourself. And what people do in the gym is comparison.
Yes.
Once you know your limits, your fitness limit, always know your fitness limit. Once you know it, then don't go beyond that. You can only go beyond that once you see that, oh, I'm getting used to these particular programs. I'm getting used to this particular kg. I'm getting used to this particular reps. Please let me increase it. That is when you can. But don't try and compare yourself with person that, see what this person is doing. I think I can do it. I think I know. Just know your limit. And I always tell people, once gym is not do or die, once you see that, oh, I can't go again, there's always time for you to rest. Rest, take a break, rest. Don't kill yourself. So with that, you can easily ease your pains and be able to adapt with the pain. So that's it.
Thank you so much, Solomon. So I just want to ask, I wanted to just say something, right, regarding what you said earlier. Now, you said if you're working from the house, you don't need a lot of those equipment. Even though I feel like you're an expert here, but somehow I beg to differ. Because, I mean, I don't think those machines in the gym space now are there for nothing, right? If those equipments are not important, they will not be there in the first place. So if you're saying that people can actually work out and it will be effective, because it's the effectiveness I am bothered about. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's not about to jump everywhere, run up and down. It's this tummy, will it reduce? It's the place that I want to add, really add. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because, I mean, the reason why those equipment are there to help you with, with your muscles, help you with your tummy and all of that. So if I don't buy this equipment now, what do I do? Because if you're saying that this equipment, you don't need this equipment, will it be effective? That's just my question. Then the second one is, because I have a lot of gym buddies around me, right? I remember having conversations with these persons, and I hear that some people use supplements, injections, and all of those things, as they are let me use an example, a bodybuilder, for example, right? So if the person is, carrying all those heavy lifters and all, lifting to get the whole muscles and all, yeah, they also have to take some medications or some supplements to enhance whatever that they are working out. What do you think about the supplements? Do you think it's okay health-wise? Do you think it's something that you would tell beginners? I mean, someone that wants to start, going to the gym and all of that, someone that wants to go into working, that wants to start working out and all. Do you think it's something that you'd advise them to also, consider that, yes, in as much as, you are carrying all these heavy things, you can also, be using supplements and all?
Okay. Your first question. Let me answer the first question.
All right.
Those equipment at the gym, they are necessary. They are okay for you if you can avoid it, maybe getting it in your house or going to the gym. But if you can't, don't let that be a barrier for you for not doing something. Don't let it be a barrier for you for not doing something. And actually, I think the equipment make it faster,
Okay.
Actually, when you want to build your tricep, there are so many equipment like the cable machine, you draw it, you use that, it's more faster. It focuses on that specific place, but you doing it at home, you need to just go with push-up, and equipment give you quick results than you doing it at home. But with time, you actually get there. Equipment give you quick, like equipment are really, if you can avoid them, you are good to go. It's nice. But if you can't, don't let that be a barrier for you that, oh, because I can't go to the gym, I'm not working out. You can actually get it. Well, we have so many people online. Like I have so many people online, even on my Facebook, that if I have a friend, yes, he doesn't go to the gym. He just jog around and do little work. And if you see him, he's even more like fit, more bulky than me without equipment. So it's about the effort you put in. If you don't put in that effort, even if you are going to the gym, if you don't put that effort, if you are not consistent with it, you just see someone that is at home, you just say, how do you get here? And you have been at the gym, you're just there doing nothing. Once you know what to do, that's it. And the second question, you say
the supplements.
Using of supplements also. Supplement is actually good. They are good. That's why I said always know your fitness goal. For me, I'm a bodybuilder. I needed to add muscle. So that is when I go for protein. For us, protein. Most protein they are 100% contains of protein.
Yeah.
Protein. So for you that you can't go with eating lot eggs, eating meat and everything, you can just go for all those protein. You just mix it with your shake. It actually give you what those food will actually give you. And when we talk about some people that take injection, all those injections, we call them as steroid. Those injections are really, really, really bad. They are really, really bad for your health, because it's like you're injecting fluid into your muscle. It will actually give you what you want. Even without working out, you get bulky and everything. But with time, we know the side effects. They are really, really crazy. And when we talk about some creatines too, we have creatines. Creatines are really, really good. And I advise beginners to use creatine and protein, because creatine enhances you to do more in the gym. And fitness is about what you can do. So the more you do it, the more you see results. So once you take some creatine will give you energy to sustain you to do more. Then protein will give you ability to add up that muscle, that particular muscle you are building. Protein is meant to, for instance, you that want a very bulky body, it's really, really important you take protein. You that want to slim down and you just want to put some effort in jogging, it's really good you take creatine. Creatine keep you going, it push you more. But you taking steroid or taking some injection, I don't buy the ideas. Like, I will never advise people, because that is very, very dangerous for your health.
As we begin to wrap up, I offer to use myself as an example. I have tummy fat that I intend to lose. I intend to have good body without the tummy fat. So what are those simple routines that I can do from the comfort of my house and I would lose my tummy fat? If not totally to the extent of me seeing my ribs or butterfly coming out, but at least my tummy would have gone down a little bit. What are those things? Maybe not exercise only. Maybe what are those advices and exercise routines that can help me lose my tummy fat?
Losing tummy fat, I will first say you controlling your food intake. Like, if there are some healthy food, unhealthy food you do take, you need to do without that. Like all those, I said it earlier, all those soda, don't take that, because it's soda. We have two type of belly condition. Is either you have a pot belly or you have belly fat. Belly fat is caused from excess fat. When you consume excess fat, you have belly fat. But once you take soda and you are unable to sleep, you have pot belly. So you controlling that, just knowing what caused that. Maybe you are unable to sleep, you don't have enough rest. Try to maintain that first. And after that, maybe I love Coke, I love sugary thing. Control that first, then you are good to go. Even without much workout, if you are able to control what you take, that will really help. And the workout, I think the basic workout for flat tummy is sit up. You pinning your leg in somewhere and laying down, and then we have several workouts. We have like mountain climbing, we have jogging, and there's no I always say this at the gym, instructing people. They'll be like, oh, please, I need hips and flat tummy, but this my shape, I don't want to go down. Let me
Good
tell people the
question.
honest truth. There's no how you are not going to go down. Like, you can't just, once you start working out, you are literally working on all your body. So when it goes, as me now, I said earlier that I'm very fat then. But the first thing for me to bulk up, I just need to reduce fat. Once you reduce the fat, then you now have to go to the next stage. That, okay, then I want a bigger chest, I want a bigger tricep. Then you start working on that. There's no how you will definitely, that shape, you definitely go down. Then with that, you go again. We can see like this lady, I think Edo Pikin. You can see her shape.
Yeah.
I think she actually do what she go down. After go down, then you build it again. So
So no pain, no
there's
gain.
difference between fat and muscle. Then once you reduce the fat, then you replace the fat with muscle. So it's actually like you need to know that about fitness. So
Thank you
that's
very
it.
much. We are wrapping up, but I need you to just answer this in like 10 seconds. How do we control losing weight and having flapping skin? Because I've seen people lose weight and they end up having, this is not me trying to talk down on them, but they end up having falling skin. Maybe a part of their neck is falling, or their hand or their tummy is like flapping skin. What causes it? Just in like a few seconds before we wrap up on the show.
Having flap, once you have fat add to your fat add to your body. So once you're able to reduce the fat, I think what most people do, for people that are very, very obese, they later go for surgery, to remove excess of flesh from their body. I think that if you are able to do that, you can do that. But also with that, there's no way. Once you reduce, if you're very, very obese, once you reduce, you will definitely have that. But there are some workouts again that you can do, that you can use it to, adjust your flesh. You understand? The more you do it. But if you're able to go for surgery to reduce that, it's good. But if you can't, there are some, surgery make it more easier. After you have paid the sacrifice, then you still have some excess fat. You can just go for the surgery. But if you can't, you can just keep doing the working out, and then you will get back in shape. And you can take some, I think, vitamin E, that work with the skin and everything.
Thank you very much, Adetula Solomon, for taking your time to
Welcome.
walk us through fitness journey from the comfort of our home. Thank you very much, ladies, for
Thank you so
being a
much.
Thank you
part.
very much.
And to you, our viewers, thank you very much for making it a date with us. Let's do this again tomorrow, same time, of course, same station. And do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Official Upgrade TV. So we'll come your way again tomorrow. Bye for now.
Hello, you. Yes, you. This is Usayome Sale from Ways Prime Time. Now, we appreciate your continued support for watching our content, following us across all our social media. But we've noticed, for those of you watching us on YouTube, 88.5% of you who watch our content aren't subscribed to our channel. Why? Now, if you are enjoying our content, you enjoy our shows, and you want to stay updated on all things Ways, it's time to hit that subscribe button below. Now, subscribing isn't just for you. It's for the growth of our channel. It helps us get bigger and better. With your support, we can continue to bring even more intriguing and exciting content. How about you subscribing right now and being a part of our community?